In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways great leaders use to stick with their intentions for success and how you can do it too. Pay special attention to number 3, which will create massive action around your success. Are you ready to move forward? Then let's flow. Now, before we flow, I would love it if you could tap that like button, click that subscribe, and ring that bell for more videos that help empower you to your flow. We are so grateful for your support. And what's more, that subscribe button could really use some love too. Welcome to this Dancing in Life podcast, and welcome back to my 30-day challenge. I'm Sage Flow here with you on Triumphant Thursday. Over the course of the next several weeks, we're going to be focusing together on steps that you can take to become a better you. I'll be sharing stories of how everyday heroes dance with life to make the world a better place, and how they find new hope after trials and tribulations. Everyone begins the new year with the best of intentions. But who keeps their resolution? Very few of us, right? Today, we're going to look at how you can plan and take care of yourself and realize those resolutions. The big idea here is that looking at the year before, you can see where you acted without a plan. You can plan and make time for healing and taking care of yourself. I remember in the early 2000s, I saw a condo in downtown LA that I loved. It was right there next to Staples Center. It was incredible. It was called 11. I remember I applied to be on the waiting list, hoping to save up enough money to purchase. But I didn't qualify to buy the place at the time. And I watched the building's value shoot up and nearly double. And so the next phase of the project was called Luma. And they had a special sales event where people lined up across the building to buy a unit. And I remember I was standing there, we're all waiting in this room, right? There was like this nervous energy, like this energy of like, oh, I gotta get a unit. Look at how many people are here. There was a snack bar, and I went to stand in the snack bar to grab something to eat. And what happened next, you won't believe. You see, the problem I thought I had was I would miss out on a great opportunity, and no matter what, I was going to buy the next one. The internal problem that I had, that I was struggling with, was one of feeling like if I didn't get the property, somehow I would have felt like a failure, or I would have failed. People shouldn't invest when they're letting the fear of missing out overtake their logic and their reason. So there I was, standing at the snack bar, and there was this rush. I mean, there was just this energy in the air where there was even a guy who was representing an NBA athlete. He showed up in a bag, like he had cash in his backpack, where he was like really protecting his backpack for a deposit. And I remember observing that, and when I stood there at the snack bar and they opened the door, and all of a sudden a line just formed. And I happened to be standing there right in front of the door. So I was one of the first to get in. And I remember feeling so grateful and so lucky. Like, yes, and I remember letting that excitement like just overtake me. The fear of missing out like jumped up, and I put a deposit down for a unit on the 16th floor facing Staples Center. At the moment, there was a small feeling that felt like I was overpaying by a lot. But I didn't care. I didn't want to miss out. Until one night, I'll never forget this night, because I woke up in cold sweat in the middle of the night thinking, what am I doing? I was overpaying. I was caught up in this FOMO. And as a result, I backed out of the offer. Luckily, there was a long waiting list right behind me, so they let me back out, no problem. The next year, the market crashed, and the building dropped by more than 60% in less than 2 years. I was able to invest in another property where I was able to more than double my money I was congruent with the investment. You see, at times, fear of missing out makes us take action that we actually are doing it out of fear. And I've learned to not invest when you are being driven by that fear of missing out. Setting a resolution is the fun part of beginning a new year. And I share this story with you and how this ties in. The hard part may start once the year starts to get going and life gets busy. Did you know most New Year's resolutions fail by February? The secret to creating resolutions that will last is creating plans with intention. And this means ensuring that your plans are aligned with your big picture goals. There's no point in adding wake up an hour earlier on your to-do list, for example, if you don't have a clear intention of what you'll spend that hour doing. Here are some suggestions. Pause and reflect. All too often, we go from one year to the next, from one set of goals to the next, with little regard of what we have already accomplished. Not only does this stifle our motivation to achieve our goals, it can prohibit us from seeing what we actually have already accomplished. A lot can happen in a year, and as we've all seen, having gone through one of the most tumultuous years ever. So it's important to take time to pause and reflect on the year that you've already had. For example, what things stand out to you the most? What areas were the most difficult? Which were the most rewarding? What did you learn from the challenges? What would you say some of the best moments you had? These questions can guide you in how you feel, getting really specific about the year. In a way, much of what happens throughout the year helps to shape what will happen in the next. It's important to be able to accept the year for what it was. Learn when there are lessons to be learned. Forgive and move forward and celebrate achievements. This helps you push forward. How about redefining your goals? It's important to take some time to ensure that any goal that you have, that you set in the past, are actually still relevant. Otherwise, the goals may not be relevant and may not be worth the time and effort to go do them. Some things, such as spending more time with family, with friends, you'll want to carry over, while other things could be just outsourced or even simply scratched off the list. You should also take some time to question your intention behind your goals. Instead of just writing a blanket goals, write out why you want to accomplish the goal in question. What will you have to achieve from it? By giving yourself intention, you will also give yourself motivation and drive to strive for it. How about setting yourself up for success? Sticking with goals that can be tough, even if starting out with the best of intentions. So take some steps today, now, to make things a bit easier for you. This means getting the tools that you need to achieve your goals. For example, get a new pair of running shoes if you like to start jogging. It also means ensuring that you break big picture goals into small, doable goals and jotting these down in your planner. Keeping your schedule realistic by leaving white spaces in between your tasks to not overload yourself with 1,000,001 things to do. You've got this. You've got it. It's time to take our powerful flow action to get you moving forward now. Today's action is called All I Do is Win, Win, Win. It's important to channel energy into what you want to create more of it, whether it's abundance in love, in finances, in your career. So let's co-create a fun way to bring more confidence and abundance into your life now. Here are the steps for today's action. Step 1, take your phone out and open up TikTok. Step 2, create a 15-second video of you just winning, singing, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Whatever winning looks like and feels like to you, and sharing that energy. Step 3, share it with someone that you care about. Tag someone sharing a post in social media and tag someone that you know who could use a win. The hope here is that you will see where you acted without a plan and that how you can make a plan and make time for taking care of yourself this year. I want to thank you for being with me on Dancing in Life and for this 30-day challenge. I'm Sage Flow, and I look forward to spending time with you tomorrow for Flow Gives Friday, when we look together at tapping in to your inner child to get more creative this year and gain new perspective on your experiences. If you like what you find in this series, you'll definitely want to check out my free 7-day challenge, which is available in the description below that you can check out now. Until then, flow on!